Wow. Cheapers.
Mm. Yeah.
This is Therese. I personally, and I know Father feels the same way. I want to thank you for being willing to do this. It's the kind of conversation that it's undramatic. It's very grounded. It's very clear. So many people are going to benefit so much from this interview. Welcome back, everybody. U.S. Grace Force Podcast. Father Richard Heilman and myself, Doug Barry. We are with Therese Piccolo, who is really helping us look more deeply into the diabolical attacks and how so many of these signs that show us we're struggling with, the diabolical can be overlooked and can just be completely unrecognized or ignored, even rejected. And I know, Therese, you were saying before the break, you were telling us just an incredible, incredible story of your upbringing and many things that you went through, how you were horribly mistreated, but then things that you also dabbled in yourself, some of the occult practices. And I know during the break you had mentioned that you had also gotten involved in things like the Ouija board. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, so not too long after I had my abortion, I don't even know which one of my sisters had it as a gift from somebody, a Ouija board. And of course, to be more dramatic, we did it late at night and all the lights were off, but, we did it a couple of times, but in particular, the one time, it moved. There's no way around it. It moved. We tried to say, oh, haha, you did it. But we were all a little terrified. And so we put it away, said, okay, fine, whatever. But then things started happening in our house. So at first we just kind of laughed it off and said, oh, maybe it's we live on an old battlefield or something like that. But the water in the house would turn on and off. It was different water too. So one time it was the shower, another time it was the sink. The TV would turn on and off. There would be footsteps coming up the basement stairs. One time we were standing in the kitchen and the glass went across the countertop and my parents were standing there and we just I don't know why. We really must have been in full out denial because we all just went, oh my God, that's so funny. This is crazy. Ha ha ha. And then one time, no one was home. My mother had gone out and she came home and the furniture in the family room had moved. And there was no one in the house except the dog. And it's big furniture. It's not like the dog could have moved it. So, but the most defined...
I'm sorry. When you said it moved, was it? I mean, you mean completely rearranged, or just a few inches?
Yes. So no. So the love seat was turned entirely facing out a big picture window.
Wow.
So it was completely turned, like as if it was looking out the window. But I think the thing for me that was most terrifying that made me just kind of have a weird feeling was I had gone to bed one night and I thought I saw someone pass by my room. And I thought, okay, probably one of my sisters or something. And then I heard some rustling at the foot of my bed. And I thought they were in one of my bags because I had gone shopping. So I just ignored it, went to sleep. And the next morning I woke up and the mirror that I had hanging in my bedroom had cracked completely across. So just from side to side, completely across. And we were all laughing about it and, thinking, oh, just some kind of freak thing or whatever. But to kind of fast forward, that mirror came with me everywhere I went after that and would be very significant later as to some of the things that would happen fast forward into my with my children. But so that was it didn't sit right with me, but at the same time, I think somewhere in my head, I just said, oh, just pretend it's no big deal. And I do think that that's how the evil one whispers to us, where it's like things don't feel right, but there's not like an understanding of it. And instead of turning to the right person, which would be like going to a priest or just praying about it, it's more like, oh, just don't say anything. Just, it's no big deal. And so all these things are kind of suppressed, but we're building up on top of each other. So the Ouija board is, and I remember years later talking about it, my mother said, oh, I threw that away. And I thought, oh my goodness, you should have burned it, because really you're supposed to burn anything like that. But spray it with holy water and then burn it. But I mean, I was just glad to have it out of the house. But parents who buy that for their children thinking it's just a fun game, there is nothing fun about that. Nothing.
Well, and exorcists back that up. They'll say that's a huge portal for demonic.
Yeah.